Hey, what's up, Glonk? Thank you. Yeah, I'm just getting started. This one, not sure how I feel about it so far. I think it's the angle that I'm trying to do with the head. It's driving me crazy. That classic horseshoe problem under the jaw there. What software do I use for this? This is Photoshop 2024, 2025. If I could, I'd be using something else, but they all kind of have their pros and cons. And the other softwares have some pretty big cons, in my opinion. But Adobe, I just don't like giving Adobe money. Really not a good company. Do you draw? Blanc? I'm gonna have to give you a nickname or something. It's Blanc is kind of hard to say. LUG man. Don't really draw much. Yeah, I'm always curious about that. A lot of people come into the art streams and they don't have much of an interest in drawing, and I don't know, it always makes me want to encourage them to draw. You've looked into it. You should start. This is going to be challenging. Yeah, Photoshop gives you a couple advantages. Like if I want to move things around, I can use the smudge tool. Just kind of budge them around gently. But you can't do that with paper and pencil, obviously. So I'm seeing that I've pushed her head too far forward, so I might be able to adjust this. But if I over adjust it, it's gonna look forced. Okay, I think it's better. What kind of drawing do you think you'd be interested in? Characters, figures, environments? Up 10. Yeah, no worries, dude. Man's gotta eat. I actually have nothing in the fridge right now. Consequence of being gone for 2 weeks. Absolutely nothing to eat. We had canned soup for dinner. Gonna have to run out to the store after work tomorrow. Problem is, they have us doing 10-hour shifts. So it's gonna be pretty late by the time I get off. No yeah, dude, no roaches. No roaches in like 4 months now or something. It's been awesome. Sometime in the next week or two, I'm probably gonna go retreat the perimeter of the house just to make absolutely sure.
She only comes out at night, the lean and hungry type. Nothing is new, I've seen her here before. Watching and waiting, she's sitting with you, but her eyes are on the door. So many are paid to see what you think you're getting for free. The woman is wild, she can't tame by the purr of a jaguar. Money's the matter. If you're in it for love, you ain't gonna get too far. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater.
You know, I don't remember this song being in The Secret Life of Walter Mitty,
Boy, she'll chew you up.
but it's in the soundtrack.
Here she comes. She's a man-eater. I wouldn't if I were you. I know what she can do. She's barely man, and she could really rip your world apart. Mind over matter. A beauty is there, but a beast is in the heart.
Drive safe, dude.
Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh,
cocktail bar when I met you. I picked you out and pulled you up and turned you around, turned you into someone new. Now 5 years
Nice
later
kid.
on, you got the world at your feet. Success has been so easy on you. But don't forget that I'm the one who put you where you are now. I can put you back down too. Don't you want me? You know I don't believe you when you say that you don't need me. Don't you want me? You know I can't believe it when you say that you won't see me. Now I'll wait to
Dude, I
find
hate this song.
you.
I keep thinking I like this playlist, but I think I actually only like 2 songs on it.
There's a rhythm and rush these days where the lines don't move and the colors don't fade. Leaves you empty with nothing but dreams. In a world gone shallow, in a world gone mean. Sometimes there's things a man cannot know. The gears won't turn and the leaves won't grow. There's no place to run and no gasoline. Engine won't turn and the train won't leave. Engines won't turn and the train won't leave. I will stay with you tonight. Hold you close till the morning light. The morning watch the new day rise. We'll do whatever just to stay alive. We'll do whatever just to stay alive. Well, the way I feel is the way I ride. Racing like the thoughts of a man who lies. There is a truth and it's on our side. Dawn is coming, open your eyes. Look into the sun as the new days rise. And I will wait for you tonight. You're here forever and you're by my side. I've been waiting all my life. Can feel your heart as it's keeping time. Do whatever just to stay alive.
What do you think here?
Dawn is coming, open your eyes. 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 Look into the sun as a new day's rise. There's a rhythm and rush these days where the lines don't move and the colors don't fade. Leaves you empty with nothing but dreams. In a world gone shallow, in a world gone mean. But There is a truth and it's on our side. Dawn is coming, open your eyes. Look into the sun as a new day's rise.
Jumping up and down the floor. My head is an animal, and once there was an animal. It had a son that mowed the lawn. The son was an okay guy. They had a pet dragonfly. The dragonfly ran away, but it came back with a story to say. The tiny paws and furry coat. She ran down the forest slopes. The forest of
Man, I'm really
trees.
struggling with that face.
They used to sing about the birds and the bees. The bees had declared a war. The sky wasn't big enough for them all. The birds, they got help from below, from dirty ponds and the creatures of snow. So for a while things were cold. They were scared down in their homes. The forest that once was green was colored black by those killing machines. But she and her furry friends took down the queen bee and her men. And that's how the story goes. The story of the bees with those four dirty.
Yeah. You okay? You okay?
camera looks really crisp.
But crisp.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Looks-
I think I've unintentionally turned this into a painting instead of a drawing. And I am really struggling with it.
Maybe.
Really sure how to salvage this. Maybe just draw over it. See if I can find some helpful reference first. Well, maybe I'll just start over.
What?
The reference in the document this time. Let's try again. Back in 5. What's up, Tim? Welcome back. What is that? Bang Boo Bounce. Okay. Do I want to try this again? Hmm. Hey, VFX. How's it going, man? Long time no see. Man, I picked a really bad one. Maybe it was a good thing. Am I going away for Christmas again? Yes, but only for a couple of days instead of 2 weeks. Actually, I think it's been more than 2 weeks. But yeah, I'll only be gone like 3 or 4 days for Christmas. Doing good. Glad to hear. Yeah, we just got back last night. Just got back to work. An hour day. And now I'm getting my ass kicked. A really difficult reference. But it's okay. Did I draw well away? Yeah, I did. I should show you, I guess. Kind of pre-centered it. I was starting a drawing for, it's obviously super unfinished. Like just a practice run at doing something kind of Renaissance-y. But, I'm gonna start over with it with a different composition. It didn't make it more than like, halfway anyway. But I got a commission to do a Renaissance themed piece about the story of Helios and Clytie, which is what this would be. Helios is the sun god, and Clytie is a nymph that was in love with him, but he was interested in another woman. That's the short version. So yeah, now I'm just trying to get used to Photoshop again because I was working on my iPad. It was gone. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a finished piece sometime at the end of the month. Well, not hopefully, we will have a finished piece because I'm being paid for it. So it's got to be done. The only question is whether it's a finished piece that I'm personally happy with. Yeah, you're exactly right. Like, Procreate is not my favorite software, but, if I'm gonna have to pack up and go, it'll do. But you do not have that luxury. I mean, I guess you could bring a bag of clay. You're going somewhere. Go old school. Or like Play-Doh or something. There you go. Just focus on the skills and the software don't really matter. Yeah. Yeah, the software, like whichever one you're using, it's like anything else. If you put like a month into it, you'll be fine. Even if you completely change software. But if you don't have the skills, it doesn't really matter. You are paint anywhere, you don't need expensive equipment. That is also true. Drawing is amazing. I agree. I quite like it. Man, this one is just brutal. Okay. Looks good, Deep. Thank you, Tint. How have you been? I am noticing something. I knew this was gonna be hard because her head is at, you know, it's got that horseshoe problem beneath the jaw where it becomes notoriously difficult. There's a lot of subtlety going on there, but the second problem is that the lighting is very non-standard. I think it's like, judging from like these massive highlights, it's like over here somewhere, going that way. I guess isn't that weird actually. How was the drive home? It was really bad. Really bad. It was the worst I have ever seen it. We've made that drive many times, but yeah, we were in traffic for hours. Not good. Probably almost wrecked like 3 times. Did I drive over a pigeon? No. No, I did not. That would have made it worse though. Yeah, the weather was actually bad too. It was raining. We kept going through fog, so there were wrecks everywhere. And then every time there was a wreck, the traffic was like another hour. So it was supposed to be like the last leg of it was supposed to be like a 4.5 hour drive, and it took like 7 hours. Really very unpleasant. Six or 7 hours. Yeah, the problem was that the day before that, we had another drive of 8 hours. So between the 2 days, it was, yeah, it's pretty wiped out. So we got home, you know, last night, had a bunch of cleaning to do, no food in the fridge, and then yeah, so I'm not super well rested, but I just wanted to try streaming anyway. It's been too long. But yeah. I'm telling myself I just have to get through Christmas. I hate feeling like I have to get through Christmas, but it is true. Because I have to travel again. We're probably going to be on overtime hours until after the holidays, so it's just going to be it's going to be a lot for a while. Yeah, I got to go home and see my family on Christmas, which is, you know, 5-hour drive. But like I said, that's only for a couple of days. It's not going to be for weeks like this ordeal. We're never doing this again. We're doing something different next year. Don't know what, but yeah, I cannot. Like, Thanksgiving should be a day. Thanksgiving should not be half a month. Like, we got that all messed up. At least it was an adventure. Yeah, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. We did get to go to the beach and see both our families, and yeah, a lot of positives. How are y'all's Thanksgivings? Any good food? Oh, nice, dude. Lasagna and apple crumble. So that's really good. Yeah. Kaylee's mom makes pandesal like every single time I see her. It's good. Kind of tastes like bread, really. I did two things. I made turkey tenderloin for my family, and then I made pulled pork for Kaylee's family, which was a much bigger gathering. So I bought a 12-pound piece of pork, and we were staying at an Airbnb with not a lot of good options. So I ended up having to bake it in the oven for 12 hours, 1 hour per pound. And the decision was to have it for lunch. So I had to start it at 11 p.m. And I was up all night checking it over and over again. Did it go dry? Nope. It was perfect. I've got a picture of it before I pulled it apart.
Wait, did you talk about how you left the oven on all night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get up constantly to make sure the house wasn't on fire. That was a little stressful, but Mac keyboard, yeah, it's for work. But dude, when it was done, the bone was still in, like the shoulder bone, but I took it out of the oven and you could just grab the bone and just pull it out. It was absolutely perfect. I got my favorite barbecue sauce too. And you could have just pulled the whole thing apart with your hands. It was very nice.
It smelled very good.
Man. How did you break an easel? Sit on it. I just got Kaylee an easel for her birthday. Just a clamp with a metal bar coming out of it. I mean, if it works. If it works, it ain't stupid. All right, now that made a pretty big difference. Okay. Didn't even sit on it, you just leaned on it. That sucks, though. What kind of easel? What do you call that, Kaylee? Cheap kind?
Yeah.
Yeah, is there anything on it?
Huh?
Is there anything on it right now?
Yeah. We're
Okay.
using it.
He's using it right now. Or I would show
Did
you.
you want to show it?
Why did I draw a dick instead of an owl? I just felt like it.
It does. One big dick.
H-frame standing easel or desk easel. Just it's a desk easel And I guess it kind of looks like an H. I honestly don't know. Here we go. Visible on the stream. I have too much shit on my monitors. Yeah, little adjustable desk one. Those are the best. Sweet. I did good, Kaylee.
I chose the cheapest one. It's free.
Can we see your hair? Maybe next stream.
You don't
If I've
want
been
to.
if I've been wearing my hat all day, it's bad.
And he
I get
wears
really
his
bad
hat-
bedhead.
He wears his hat every day.
I do. I get really bad bedhead, and so I wake up in the morning and I just put my hat on, and then I get really bad hat hair. So it kind of has to stay on. I don't have long hair, dude. Well, sometimes I do. Not currently, anyway.
Jerry likes to think he's balding.
I used to, yeah. There really isn't a reason for the hat except that I'm lazy. So, yeah, again, like I would have to like shower before the streams, or you would be seeing my hair stick up in like every direction. It gets really. I think some of it is our water.
We're fixing that.
Yeah, we're about to get a water softener. But all the minerals in the water here, it gives your hair like this kind of clay texture.
Mhm.
So yeah, it gets bad overnight. Oh god damn it! I need to just draw something else. This is going nowhere.
Dang, 10 New Year long hair phase?
Maybe, probably. Yeah, that was during college.
I didn't see your long hair.
Yeah, I had like Faramir hair. It's pretty wild. But yeah, so I have to get this commission done by the end of the month. I told them sketches by Monday, not this Monday, like not today, but coming Monday. So while I was gone, I couldn't really do what I wanted to do on the iPad, so I just kind of took a stab at doing like Renaissance-y looking figures. I didn't get super far. Kind of halfway censored there for you. Yeah, like it. I don't know. The problem is what they asked for, and the reason I'm gonna have to do some thumbnails and rethink the composition. They want it to be really busy, and they want it to be kind of epic and powerful and dramatic, which I didn't really know. I told them I would do it, because I'm still trying to figure how I'm going to make that work with the story of Helios and Clyde, because it's not really an epic, powerful, dramatic story. So I'm just going to have to make that happen through composition and lighting or something. But I'll be doing like some thumbnails, probably off stream. That's not censored properly. I have to zoom out, but I'll basically. Because I like some of what's going on here. I might take these pieces and like kind of recomp them and see if I can come up with a way to make this feel a lot more, I don't know, epic. But yeah. I've been busy. Yeah. haven't left the chair since you ended the last stream and didn't even close my browser. What? What? Finally go to the restroom. Yeah, you have permission. Go ahead. Thanks for waiting to check in. Alright, yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to paint this one. Since I don't feel like starting over. I don't really think I have enough time left to start over anyway. And it's not really a drawing. So, yeah. It is what it is. Change your underwear? You have more than one pair? It's kind of bougie. Look at this guy. Multiple pairs of underwear. It's interesting. Not really my kind of gesture drawings, but that's that is pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Acacia? How have you been? Well, oh, no, it's pretty cool. I don't know. I guess it's not that's just not my kind of gesture. But it is, I mean, it looks correct, and it's they're nice stick people. Sorry, I didn't mean to be a dick. Yeah, how are you, Acacia? It's good to see you again. Kind of amazed to have anybody come to the stream after I've been gone for so long. Jeff Koons. Oh, this fucking guy. That sounded familiar. No, not a big fan. Doing great, boss. How's you? Not too bad. Having a hard time with this drawing. A little tired, but not bad. Glad to be home. Really, really glad to be home. Sleep in my own bed. Sit down at my own desk. Doesn't even create his own work. He pays others to make. Doesn't make any sense, dude. Doesn't make any sense at all. But I kind of gave up on the idea of art making sense when I saw that fucking banana taped to the wall. The other one. I took a contemporary art class in college because it was required of me, and I've never been so miserable just seeing. Like, I left that class and I'm like, I can never call myself an artist now. I could never do it. I just can't stand the shame being associated with people who do stuff like that. It made sense until contemporary meant everything. Yeah. Now, who was the guy who, this guy, he had a room, his art piece was a room in a gallery, and you went in there, and you walk onto a stage, okay? And there's nothing else in there except for speakers, which are playing the sound of him masturbating underneath the stage,
What?
which is where he is with the microphone. And I'm not making that up either. And we had to write about this fucking guy for the class. Seed bit. You know the one. Yeah. Akanchi. Dude, like, I don't want to be a snob, like gatekeep what art is, but I'm not just not a fan. Oh, this is fucking killing me. Y'all are just haters, it's true. Well, I've got about an hour left, and I don't think I can save this drawing. So I might just try a different one. What did I get for Black Friday? I got Kaylee's parents a Roomba for Christmas. And I also got her nephew a little RC car.
Oh, I meant to tell you, he gave us a list of things he actually wanted.
That wasn't a list of... That wasn't something he actually wanted?
Well, he told Julia.
Alright, tell me later. Apparently, I bought something that wasn't actually wanted for Christmas. Whoops. Did y'all buy anything? Did you get suckered like me? I'm feeling kind of allergic to spending money lately, but still doing it. Holidays, am I right? Don't need anything apart from this easel. My man. Still you rammed to buy a house. Yeah, dude. Probably could. I'm feeling pretty lucky that I got that new motherboard, which came with 32 gigs of DDR5. And now I would not be able to do that. Simply not be able to do that. Yeah, I saw the memes in the Discord. You know, I do have And did DDR4 go way up too? Because I've got like 32 gigs of DDR4, which is from my old motherboard. Both. Oh wow. I'm listening to. Oh shit, maybe I'll sell mine too. Should have invested in RAM. Yeah. Guess so. Really cool how modern technology just keeps getting even more expensive because of AI over and over again. Neato. You know, I saw that. Which is, it had me thinking. Loads of 50s, 70s, and 80s, yeah. I saw a few, but I was thinking about it. I just don't need an upgrade. I'd love one, but I shouldn't even be gaming anyway. I don't think I've played anything since I uninstalled Battlefield. And I think it's just gonna have to be that way for a while. I'll play like Minecraft or something to relax with Kaylee, but Cult of the Lamb, but I need to be done gaming for at least a while. M2 drives. You know, I just haven't been following the news, so I don't really understand why. I get that it's AI related, but why so suddenly? Oh, figures. Yeah, I wonder what I could get for from DDR4. An OLED 4K. I don't think it's OLED, but I do have a 4K monitor. I also have a 2K monitor, which is for gaming. That's not too bad, I guess. I mean, it was like it doubled. DDR4 RAM is like $156 for 32 gigs. Yeah, DDR5, Jesus. buy a load of art books. You know, I did just buy another book. I bought it for the art, but actually just like the contents too. It's the Definitive Guide to Greek Mythology or something. It had just so many great like Renaissance paintings of Greek myths in it. It was like $13 for a big old hardback. I'll put some pictures in the Discord later. I also couldn't help myself. I bought some more reference today. The studio that makes all the really good figure reference that I like, they were doing Black Friday sales, so it was all like half off. So the reference packs were like $3 or $4. So I bought like 3. Pretty pleased about it. What have you guys been working on? Be sick. Can't wait. Damn, y'all are high profile now. If y'all ran into Keanu just out and about, would you say something? Would you say hello? Yeah, I probably would too. I'd probably say the exact same fucking thing. It's exactly what he probably hears about 600 times every time he goes out to get coffee. They all dead. You don't like any living artists? Yeah, I'd probably be kind of embarrassing if I ran into Patrick Jones or something. No, you don't understand. Like, I bought all your books, dude. rare thing to happen, though. I guess it kind of depends where you live. Most seen in the wild is Jack Black. You know, like seeing celebrities, it's weird because it would be really interesting to be the person who sees them, but it also just makes the worst fucking story. Like, check it out. I have a great story for you guys. I went to a convention and I saw Pippin from Lord of the Rings. Then what happened? Nothing happened. I saw him. Sick. This is the whole story. It was very interesting to me, but we didn't have a conversation. I didn't say anything to him. If I did, it would have been, "Hey, how's it going? Loved you as Pippin."
I remember one time at the mall I saw these hockey players who had to double take. And I remember seeing their pimply faces and the fear in their eyes of like, oh, please don't notice me kind of thing.
Oh. You know, Sam was supposed to be at that convention too. Gamgee, that is. John Austin. But he fucking canceled. And so did Lando from Star Wars. He also canceled. So the only person at the convention worth seeing was Billy Boyd. But then there was also the guy who played the Green Power Ranger was there. And I did not give a shit about that. But I was with a friend who wanted to see him, his little panel. And it was really fucking lame. He was like a middle-aged Chad, and he spent the whole time talking about Jesus, which is fine. It just didn't make for a very interesting panel at all. And it was the only thing he wanted to talk about. Maybe it was the red one. Maybe it was the red one. I bet it was the red one. I was never really into Power Rangers, so it just didn't matter to me. Take your time, dude. That's a great idea. Yeah, mine was killing me. Being in the car. As soon as I'm able, the plan is to do some kind of like yoga routine in the mornings, and then I also need to get into a good rowing routine. So I'm gonna need to prioritize health. You want to do the same? You definitely should. All the worst things that have happened to my hopes and dreams with art have all been health related, and they were all totally avoidable. Do I know any routines for yoga? If you're just starting out, which is what I'm doing, I've been down this road a couple of times. There's a guy on YouTube, his channel's called Yoga with Tim, and you can kind of just go on there and pick through his library, and it's all in the titles, like whether it's 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it is you're looking for, whatever you have time for. But I can link it later, the one that I usually do, which every time I've had back pain before, after like a week of doing one of his routines, I always feel way better. I just keep falling out of the habit. But yeah, just look for something with like, you know, beginner in the title, and then however much time you have. You'll do it tomorrow? Dude, sweet. I might try as well. Only problem is with work. They want us doing 10 hours right now, which is hard. It's very hard. It means I kind of have to just get up and get going. But it also kind of makes it more important than ever that I take care of myself physically. Kind of a catch-22. $10 paid, right? Yeah. Yeah, I actually get overtime for the extra 2. Which is nice. It'll go towards the Christmas gifts, and it'll get banked for when I eventually get to leave this job. Do I like Imagine Dragons? Not particularly. I mean, they're fine. You son of a bitch, dude. Ugh. What? I don't think I was speaking low of them. I just don't particularly like them. I think it's just because I've heard their songs too many times. You know, they have like 3 or 4 that just went way too popular, and they were in, you know, every radio station and every retail store. You must have the best taste. I have the worst fucking taste. Nice try. You should actually Discord him about that. Tell him they added an achievement. Mind Goblin and ask him if he wants to get it. Oh, he said that they added them, but I can't really imagine anything less interesting, to be honest, than achievement hunting in a really old game. Maybe that's too harsh, because I probably would. Maybe in Halo I would. I don't know. Yeah, I could play it again. Just probably not soon. Honestly, by the time I'm ready to play games again, the new one's probably gonna be out, to be honest. Getting beat up online by Russian Dawn of War players. It's such a meme. Hmm. All right, got about another half hour. Any music requests for this last 30 minutes? Also, have you been streaming, Ted? Or is that on hold for now? Listen. I'm listening. Unfortunately. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I really like those pieces you were working on. The new and improved bridges. It's sweet. Oh, right, yeah. Nah, you won't. I'm really not that discerning when it comes to music. I'll listen to just about anything. And I promise I won't say anything mean if I don't like it. If it was something Blondie posted, however, and I didn't like it, you would hear about it. Because that's what he deserves. Are you winning? No. No, Father. I'm not winning. But I am drawing. It's kind of a win on its own. Showing up to try is worth something. How you doing, Ender? Glad that you survived my long hiatus. Late night vibing. What time is it for you? Idle. Is that like the free Spotify? What is that? Heavy Mental by Pablo C. Or Susu. Let's see if I can find that on Spotify. Oh, didn't know it worked that way. Almost 11. It's not that bad. It is kind of late though. Silly is a very polite thing. A very polite way to call me what I am. Very diplomatic. This is interesting. Nothing wrong with this at all. It's a very you thing to listen to. Just judging from how much you liked that Grizzly Hills playlist. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. Yeah, I will for sure. I think the phase where I take the stream kind of seriously, and I don't know, it's gonna have to be the point where I can actually stream more serious hours, you know, because like I'm enjoying it, but streaming 3 hours at a time 2 or 3 times a week, I don't know, it's basically just for fun at this point. But yeah, that time will come. Yeah, no worries if you fall asleep, dude. I'm about to probably wind it down here in about 15 minutes. I appreciate y'all coming, by the way. I am really glad to be home, and also really glad to be streaming. I wish I was a little more energetic, but there's not much I could do about that. Once the overtime is over and the holidays, then we'll see what we can do with the stream. Gives you some sketching motivation. Perfect. That is what I like to hear. I have really enjoyed seeing everybody's stuff in the Discord. So keep posting that, by the way. It motivates me too. One of these days, we're going to see PFX's pirate ship. Any day now. Probably about the same time I put a profile picture together. Doing so much research on what, like canon and stuff. Which one's the jib? The fore jib and the aft jib. That's cool. That sounds like fun. Oh, sweet. Yeah, dude, post it. Anybody else who happens to be lurking, if you want to join the Discord and share your artwork, you are welcome to. Got the link here. Very small, very low key. Bigger someday, but for now it's yeah. Share your stuff and see what everybody else is working on. Oh, nice, man. I love these little characters. Are these all I thought they were all tieflings, but now I'm seeing all kinds of things. I really like the kind of pot-bellied orc with the flower on his head. It's fantastic. Oh, very, very cool. Okay, let me just put it on the screen for a second, actually. If it'll let me. Yeah, I love this guy. Look at that. These are all really good. He's my favorite for sure, though. Very, very cool. And the pirate's great too. You did a really challenging perspective there. Big fan. I actually really like his pants. Is that weird to say? His pants are my favorite part. Solid stuff. Combining random refs. Yeah, that seems to be a really good way to come up with fun ideas for drawings. There was one that Victor Titov did where he had like an old sailor and he had a picture of mushrooms. And he just drew like this old guy with mushrooms coming out of his head. Kind of reminded me of that a little bit. I should do something like that sometime. Alright, I think I'm kind of just noodling right now and going in circles, so I'm probably going to wind it down here. But thank you guys. It's good to be back and good to see you all again. And I will be back on Wednesday at the same time. And as always, I will post it in the Discord when I go live. So anybody else, thank you for being here. Follow if you'd like to. Join the Discord if you are so inclined. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday around 7:30 Eastern.